Yeah. 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 So many lies that you hear from the net, they don't get her respect. She reporting the truth, not a check. You want an unbiased opinion straight from the chest, not a bit of accomplice or someone here for a check. Tune in, these are thoughts from a lawyer on a mission who goes so hard it's like she works on commission. Trolls in the comments might say she tripping cause they lack the knowledge. They don't know they missing. Got a couple current events that you like. Wanna know about law from the eyes. Tired of all these blogs running lies because their agendas are disguised. Tune in to the intellect, cause I'm sure y'all missing all the facts of the case that she steady is gifting. Someone here for the people, man, it's so uplifting. If you ain't subscribed yet, then you just omitting facts.
Hello, everyone. It is Pam Esquire, also known as your law intellect. I hope you guys had a fantabulous day. I'm having a great birthday so far. We had the Intellect nightclub last night, or night court, or whatever you want to call it, and we had a ball. Baby, I don't think I am going to ever do an in-person party again because we had a good time. Thank you for all of you guys that hung out with me. It was over 1,000 in the chat helping to celebrate bringing in my birthday. I have had cash apps coming through all day. Super, see how it started out with the super chat. Got the happy birthday, Mrs. Pam. May all your good dreams and wishes come through. Thank you so much, Mr. Mina. I appreciate that. But today, hopefully, the wishes of Ernest Williams comes through as well. I did get my order. I told you guys if I got an order that allows me to record it, then we'll do what we did last time if I get the Zoom link. I haven't got the Zoom link as of yet. So what I will probably do, because I do have an order allowing me to record, is I am going to share when Judge Manning comes onto her platform, and we'll just share that. So I am awaiting to see, because last time they sent it to me like 10 minutes before it was going to start or something like that. So I'll see if that is the case this time. Let me email again. See if that's the case this time. If not, you may not see me in the Hollywood squares. I might just have to share it. But as long as I have an order of the court and I am not disobeying nothing, then I'm good with it. Let me see. So I am going to continuously monitor to see. I just emailed again. I'm going to continuously monitor so that I can see when they come with this. Oh, you guys got more. Thank you, Michelle. Michelle said happy birthday. Sandra, thank you so much for the cash app. Y'all got a girl feeling. See, I had to wear this shirt, love. I felt so loved today. I'm like, I usually don't even celebrate for real. So this is like different. But baby, I am never doing it in person. They might as well just chalk that up. I am coming in with intellects every year the Lord allows me to. Michelle A., thank you so much for your generosity. I appreciate that. You said happy birthday. Happy birthday it is. Thank you. I see all of your happy birthday and your shout outs over here. Again, hopefully, who knows? Who knows? Maybe my birthday is going to be good for him. M. Kenny one, thank you so much. You said happy birthday, Pam. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. I am watching, and anybody that or whoever, if you guys can watch over on Judge Manning's platform to see when she starts as well. Again, I don't see her being live right now. So, but it's supposed to start at 5 o'clock. But you know, court don't start when it's supposed to. But let's see. So I hope you guys are enjoying your day. We got giftings and everything. Ronnie Skinner, thank you so much. Gifted 10 memberships. I said, y'all gonna make me go do these memberships, huh? Thank you so much. Like, share, and describe. Thank you for, you guys are funny. These names are taking me out.
And another thing you notice, the first thing they say, make sure you guys hit that like and subscribe button. That's what it's all about. After they get them dogging you out, before they dog you out, that's the first thing they say. If you like this video, make sure you hit.
You have 1 minute remaining.
That is funny. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Ronnie, that was so kind of you. Debbie, thank you, love, for the $20 super chat. You said happy birthday, beautiful. Thank you so much. If anybody wants to come on after the fact and sing happy birthday to me, I mean, we might as well just go ahead and do that, you know? Why not? You have vocals, come on and sing happy birthday. It's cool. I'm accepting all love on today. All love. Michelle said, hey, y'all. Latanya, thank you so much for the Cash App. I'm sorry. I appreciate you. Linda, thank you. All of the happy birthdays. Thank you so much. You said, okay, it is what it is. Okay, make sure you guys are over there monitoring because we'll get the chit-chatting like we did last night. I forgot we were playing a video and everything. That's how much we were chit-chatting last night. Did you guys? Is she on YouTube now? Let me see. Let's see. Okay. Here we are. I told y'all to tell me.
Okay, I appreciate it. Thank you. All right, thanks. So LT in Phoenix, Lieutenant Carter said that the desktop or whatever I guess we're trying to log on to is just spinning. So Lieutenant Carter's sending somebody to try to go back there and help them. So I guess
okay, Your Honor, I hear you.
Yeah, so I guess it's just not letting them log on,
Okay,
but we got, let's see, who we got? Orlando Pitts and Latravius. Is it Spigner? Okay. We could just start with you two gentlemen. Let's see what one is. See who we have here. We have Miss Messenger. What about Derek Wright? Nope, but at least we got Miss Messenger. Miss Messenger, you ready on Orlando Pitts? All right, so we'll at least take care of yours first, sir. All right, this is position 1. It's Orlando Cortez Pitts, 23 CP 223135. We got 96 days without indictment, $5,000 split bond as of 11:30 on fleeing, attempting to elude, driving improper and erratic lane change, and reckless driving.
He has 18 cycles. The last arrest was January the 3rd, 2022. In Fulton County for obstruction of an officer, misconduct in criminal justice, and removal or attempted removal of a weapon from a public official. That case appeared to be still pending. That case number is 22 SC 1810540. And he does appear to have an additional open case pending for fleeing or attempting to elude an officer, and reckless driving, failure to obey a traffic sign or signals, wrong way on a one-way street. That case number is 19 SC 1708730. He does appear to have prior felony convictions, one in 2010 for 2 counts of Terroristic Threats Act, 1 in 2008 out of Hall County for forgery in the first degree, and there was another one in 2008 for theft by receiving stolen property and theft by taking. And there was one in 2008 out of Spalding County, Georgia, for forgery in the first degree. Nothing in addition, Your Honor.
All right, go ahead, Ms. Bednar.
Yes, Mr. Pitts is 35 years old. He was born and raised in Atlanta, has lived here his whole life. He has family in Atlanta, his grandma, the mother of his kids, cousins, aunts, siblings. He does have 2 kids that both live in Georgia, a 2-year-old that has a heart condition requiring surgeries and does have a birthday coming up, and a 4-year-old who just turned 4 years old and he had to miss that child's birthday. He does own a house in Georgia, but plans to stay with family members at an address in Atlanta. He does want to pursue a GED. He was helping his family before he was arrested, keeping his cousin's kids while at work, helping drive his grandmother to and from her appointments, picking up her medicine. His mom also has kidney and heart disease, so he was taking care of her as well. So he was busy helping out with his family before getting arrested. I would be asking for a bond, ideally a signature bond on all charges, or a bond not to exceed $500. At the time of the bond that was set as it is now was a consent bond. We were planning to get that $5,000 so that Mr. Pitts could get released. Unfortunately, one of his bonding companies came off of a bond, so his bond then doubled from what we had thought it was supposed to be, and now he's having to repay a previous bond. So again, I'd be asking for a signature bond or a bond not to exceed $500.
All right, go ahead, Mr. White.
Judge, the $5,000 consent bond is not in fact what's holding him in jail. The fact that his bonding company came off the bond on 22SC 181540, that's what's holding him in jail. Your Honor, this is an individual with at least 4 felonies, with two pending felonies, and with a very, very reasonable bond, given all the considerations in this case, of $5,000. Judge, the state is opposed to any or change in the bond. The state is also opposed to any reinstatement of the bond that the bonding company has surrendered. If the court is inclined to give this individual a bond, the state would request that as a condition of the bond, this defendant have no driving, period. Nothing further.
Okay, no drugs unless prescribed, no alcohol, no weapons, no replicas of weapons. He needs to supply an address where he's going to be living. So I've read the warrants previously and it said 60 and a 25. So it will be no driving unless his bond is modified. Absolutely no driving, sir, until your bond is modified. I do 3,000 UJR jail and 500. 3,000 UJR jail and 500. Best of luck to you, sir. You can leave the booth. And I don't have Derek Wright or whoever's representing Mr. Spigner.
Good evening, Judge. South Annex is on.
All right, South Annex is on. Let's see who we got at South Annex. We'll come back to you, Mr. Spigner, as soon as somebody gets there. Let's see. Do you have Christian Myers?
Be advised, he's in the hospital at the moment.
All right, Ms. Medger, he's in the hospital. So
Judge, I was advised by Lieutenant Wellman, who is the lieutenant at the hospital, that he was transported back yesterday.
Okay, let me stand by. He's not on the court list that I'm on. That's why I was thinking he's still in. Oh, it says he's in medical at MOU at 901 Wright Street.
all right. So
If he's in MOU, it's a possibility that he may not be able to get to Zoom. I've already put in for his name and they're supposed to be pulling him, but I hadn't heard anything back yet.
all right, so you want to stand by a few minutes, Ms. Medger, on him?
Yes.
Yes, that's fine, Your Honor.
All right, what about Saquon Hardy?
Yes, he's here.
Okay. All right, this is position 16, Saquon Hardy. I got 314 days without indictment, a $482,000 good bond as of December the 5th. 23 CP 217294, armed robbery, aggravated assault, unlawful for persons employed by, associated with criminal street gang to conduct or participate in criminal street gang activity, unlawful to acquire, maintain through gang activity proceeds derived from control of property, unlawful to commit the offense with the intent to obtain, earn, maintain membership, increase status or position in a criminal street gang, unlawful to commit the offense with the intent to obtain, earn, maintain membership, increase status, or position in a criminal street gang. Unlawful to acquire, maintain through gang activity proceeds derived from. Unlawful to commit the offense with the intent to obtain, earn, maintain membership, increase status, or position in a criminal street gang. Rah!
He has 3 cycles. The last arrest was March the 3rd, 2023, with the City of Atlanta Police Department for a misdemeanor obstruction of an officer. There was no disposition for that arrest, and there are no convictions listed in the GCIC. Nothing in addition.
Go ahead, Ms. Steffo.
Good evening, Your Honor. Mr. Hardy is 18 years old and unfortunately had to celebrate his 18th birthday in Rice Street custody. He's a lifelong resident of Atlanta, Georgia, where he has his whole entire family. He does have a stable address that is in Fulton. He'll live there with his mom and his dad, sister, brother, as well as his uncle. He completed up to the 10th grade at Carver High and was working previously on getting his GED and would like to return to complete his education. He was working at a gallery spot near Georgia Aquarium, and he had been working there for 2 months, and I have confirmed that he would be able to potentially go back if released. We are asking for a bond not to exceed $100,000 for the entirety of the charges in this matter.
All right, go ahead, Mr. Powers.
Your Honor, we think that the current bond for Mr. Hardy is appropriate considering the violent nature of the charges. We do think he has a risk to reoffend, and we would just leave it in the discretion of the court.
Where are we on indictment on this? It's been 314 days.
Your Honor, I can tell you I have submitted the indictment on this case and that it is pending. I'm not sure why it hasn't been presented yet. This is one I actually had approved a while ago, so I'm not sure what's going on.
Well, probably something to do with the hacking, but anyways. All right. No drugs unless prescribed, no alcohol, no weapons, no replicas of weapons, no social media, no further contact with Ramon Ramirez. Stay away from 1651 Aiken Street. No further contact your co-defendants, DeMarcus Laney, Paris Alexander, any gang members or any affiliates of any gangs, especially the Blood Gang and the 127 Mafia. I think I already said no social media. They're going to have an ankle monitor paid for by the county if available with a 24-hour curfew, court, lawyer, and medical. And if you're going to get your GED or something, you can do that. Court, lawyer, medical, or education only. I've got 10,000, 15,000, 65,000, 65,000, 65,000, 65,000, 65,000, 65,000. That's 10,000, 15,000, and 65 on each of the remaining counts. Best of luck to you, sir. And I've already put this on my email to the state. What about DeAndre Hudson?
Be advised, DeAndre Hudson's not on my list, Judge.
Let's see, Gibson, did you happen to get any? He's got a UJR anyway, Ms. Gibson. I can't really go much further than that.
Judge, this case that's on the calendar was actually declined to prosecute on January 26th by the DA's office.
All right. Well, we took care of that then. Good deal. All right. What about Markevius Samuel?
Samuels. Yes, he's here.
Let's see. Who's handling this for Marsha Mignado? Anybody? Anybody know who's handling this? Crickets. Okay. Sorry about that. What about Darius Spellers? Sorry, let me find out where this lawyer's at. Darius Spellers.
Judge, be aware, I had Samuels right here.
Yeah, but his lawyer's not on here. I don't know where his lawyer's at.
Come on, Spellers. Okay, Spellers and Grasson.
Okay. All right, so this is position 15, 23 CP 221851, 273 days without indictment. Probably not on this charge in particular. There's a let's see. I was saying 9,000, but it's $9,000 good bond as of December the 15th on aggravated assault, riot, in a penal institution, and unauthorized possession of prohibited item by an inmate. Darius Spellers, 23 CP 221851. Wow.
He has 19 cycles. The last arrest was April the 21st, 2023, with the City of Atlanta Police Department for simple battery, family violence, and criminal trespassing. There was no disposition for that arrest. He does have prior felony convictions and a sentence. Sworn in 2018 out of Chattahoochee County, Georgia, for aggravated assault. And he received first offender treatment in 2011 out of Paulding County, Georgia, for forgery in the first degree and theft by taking. That case was sealed July the 6th, 2017. Nothing in addition.
All right, go ahead, Ms. Medley.
Yes, Judge. Mr. Spellers is 34 years old. He was born and raised in Atlanta, has been here his whole life. He does have family in Atlanta, his mom, sisters, aunties, and cousins. He has a good address right outside of Atlanta, but I am working on, for this case and his indicted case, getting him into a program that would require him to go into Atlanta. He does have 2 kids, a 12-year-old and 11-year-old. Before being arrested, he was working at Antigo Tire and Wheels for about 2 months. He thinks he would be able to return to it, but his dream is to open his own bakery. He does have his high school diploma, and I didn't hear any history of FTAs from pretrial, so I'd be asking for a bond not to exceed $4,000. Again, he's been in custody 143 days on this case and longer in total. He's been stabbed multiple times while in custody at Rice Street, including twice in the head. So I'd be asking for a bond not to exceed $4,000.
All right, what says the state?
Judge, again, this case is not what's holding Mr. Spellers in. In fact, it's this indicted case that's holding him in. The state is opposed to any reduction in the bond for the riot and assault in the penal institution case. Nothing further.
All right, no drugs unless prescribed, no alcohol, no weapons, no replicas of weapons. You're gonna have an ankle monitor if available, paid for by the county with a 24-hour curfew, court, lawyer, and medical. Court, lawyer, and medical. No further contact with Barry Hobbs. We got 3,000, 2,000, and 1,000. 3, 2, and 1. Best of luck to you, sir.
Judge, could we also get an exception for work as well?
Okay. Employment, as long as you supply the name of your employer, proof of employment schedule, and the exact location you'll be working. Thank you, sir.
And the numbers one more time. I apologize, Judge.
That's okay. It's 3,000, 2,000, and 1,000.
Understood. Thank you, Judge.
Thank you. All right, Demetrius Sessions. All right,
Your Honor,
yes, ma'am.
All 3 of these matters are going to be represented by Mark Lee. I believe he's in court elsewhere as of right now and asked for you to hold for his report.
All right, gotcha. Okay, let's see what else we have here. All right. Let's see, we got one person in. How about Derek Wright? Nobody's. This is a joke tonight. All right, hold on. Let's see. Hold on 1 second. Let me see if this. Let me see if I can get some people on the phone here.
What is going on here? Guys hanging on in there? Guys hanging on in there? So apparently they're trying to find people to do some bonds on. I don't know what's going on. We do know Fulton County had a hack, so maybe that is the reason why they're having issues. But let me shout out all these super chats that I have gotten. I appreciate each and every one of them. I already did Misdemeanor. Thank you again. Thank you, Michelle, again for the $50. Cynthia, thank you so much.
So, Ms. McNaught, she is coming online. Her office that she wasn't available, but now she's available. So
Yes.
she's getting online. So okay. Okay. Okay, so when he gets here, we'll just put it on, we'll let him know. Ms. Rondon, as soon as your client gets here.
Okay, thank you, Judge.
All right, all right, hey, Ms. McNaught. Okay, let's see. Now let's see who we got here. Now we've got all right, is that Markevius Samuel?
No, that was Sessions. I'm bringing Samuels back.
All right, thanks. All right, let's see. This is position 12, 23 CP 222870, 239 days without indictment, $1,500 good bond as of August 24th on unauthorized possession of prohibited item by an inmate. Wow.
He has 10 cycles. The last arrest was October the 20th, 2021 in Worth County, Georgia, for theft by receiving stolen property and giving false information to an officer, and possession of a firearm by a convicted felon. There was no disposition for that arrest. He does appear to be on probation in Thomas County for theft by taking. That disposition date was November the 19th, 2019, and the term is for 5 years. Additional open case out of Thomas County for criminal street gang activity and theft by taking and entering an automobile. Has the same disposition date, November the 19th, 2019, and the term is for 10 years. Nothing in addition, Your Honor.
All right, go ahead. Go ahead, ma'am.
Your Honor, may I proceed? Is this my matter, Markevius Samuel?
Yes, ma'am, it is.
Okay. Your Honor, our records show that the case that Mr. Samuel has several cases. However, he has been in custody for 221 days, and these charges stem from issues associated with the Rice Street. So we respectfully request that the court reduce the bond. We are not certain if he's going to be able to be released based on all the other issues associated with Mr. Samuel.
All right, what says the state?
Judge, again, this prohibited items in the jail warrant is in fact not what's holding him in custody. The $1,500 bond on the prohibited items is certainly generous, given all of his other cases, given his prior history, and given his gang connections. Judge, the state is opposed to any bond on this matter. Thank you. In any.
All right, no drugs unless prescribed, no alcohol, no weapons, no replicas of weapons. $1,000 good bond. Best of luck to you, sir.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right. So, Ms. Steffo, are we ready for Sessions?
I'm not sure where Mr. Lee is, Your Honor. I just know
that's Mr. Lee. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I don't represent him anymore.
All right. Yeah, sorry. I just remember that. Sorry about that. Let's see. What about, let's see who we got. We have one more of yours in here. Hold on. We have.
Judge, it does look to me that Christian Myers may be the individual in courtroom 2.
Are you Christian Myers? You mean courtroom 1?
Courtroom
Okay.
1.
All right, gotcha. Let's do Christian Myers. Okay. Christian Myers. All right, let's see. We got 22 CP 213514. Christian Myers, 482 days without indictment. There's a $750 good bond as of December the 5th. 22 CP 213515. 482 days without indictment. There's a $2,250 good bond as of December the 5th on 1, 2, 3 counts of entering auto with intent to commit a theft or a felony. Then we got position 6, 22 CP 213516, entering an auto with intent to commit a theft or a felony. There's a $750 good bond. 22 CP 213518, entering auto with intent to commit a theft or a felony. There's a $750 good bond. Position 8, 22 CP 213519, entering auto with intent to commit a theft or a felony. There's a $750 good bond. Rah.
He had 6 cycles. The last arrest was September the 4th, 2022 in Cobb County for entering an automobile and possession of a firearm during commission of a felony and interference with government property and theft by taking and misdemeanor obstruction of an officer. There was no disposition for that arrest, and there are no convictions listed in the GCIC. Nothing in addition.
All right, go ahead, Ms. Messenger.
Yes, Judge. Mr. Myers is 18 years old. He's born in Atlanta, has lived here his whole life. His entire family is here in Atlanta. His mom, aunt, grandma, and his siblings. He does have 4 siblings, a 14-year-old, a 16-year-old, 11-year-old, and a 4-year-old sister. Those are the individuals who he lives with at the address in Atlanta where his mom also lives. His son also lives at that address. His son is 1 year old. Unfortunately, since Mr. Myers has been incarcerated for 482 days, Mr. Myers has not been able to spend time with his own child. He does have an 11th grade education, but does want to pursue his GED. He was in school when he was arrested, so he wasn't working at the time, but he was playing recreational baseball and making music and cutting grass around the neighborhood. Last weekend, Mr. Myers was having some extreme abdominal pain, was taken to Grady where they rushed him into surgery. He had 1 surgery last Saturday and then another surgery on Monday where they removed 10 inches of his intestines. Since then, I have been reaching out to Chief Deputy Assistant District Attorney Rashandra Davenport to try and get this figured out. He does have a couple indicted cases, and that is what really is holding him, as he has been duplicatively charged with a jail fight case, one of which is holding him in no bond status. And because of that no bond status, he's been unable to bond out, but he is now recovering from 2 major surgeries inside the jail, which is no place for anyone to be recovering from surgeries. This is obviously, like I said, not what is holding him, but, you know, I would like these bonds to be significantly decreased as I'm trying to get this figured out as soon as I can. ADA Davenport has essentially stopped responding to me at my request of getting Mr. Myers out of custody after his surgeries. He has no convictions and no FTAs on his record. I do believe that entering auto or bail restricted offenses, so I'd be asking for the lowest possible bond on all charges.
All right. Go ahead, Mr. White.
Judge, this individual has managed to pick up 6 felony arrests before his 18th birthday. He's got 5 here in Fulton, 1 in Cobb. He has indicted cases. He has a jail fight in which he's in a no bond status, and he has the 4 unindicted cases before Your Honor. Judge, when this defendant is eventually released from custody, it's not a matter as to if, not even really a matter as to when, it's just a matter of how many hours before he commits his next felony. Judge, the state is opposed to any reduction in the bond in this case, in any of the 4 matters that are before the court on this calendar. He's a danger to the community. He's a danger to property in the community. He's a certainty to reoffend when he's eventually released from custody. And just given where he's at, he doesn't appear to be a good risk to comply with any orders of the court or to appear when called upon to do so. Judge, the state is opposed to any reduction in the bond. These bonds are, less than $1,000 each, except for the 2.25 thousand on the multiple enter in those cases. Nothing further.
All right, on position 4, ending in 3514. No drugs unless prescribed, no alcohol, no weapons, no replicas of weapons. If available, you have an income monitor paid for by the county with a 24-hour curfew. Court, lawyer, medical, employment, as long as you supply the name of your employer, proof of employment schedule, and the exact location you'll be working. No further contact with Mason, last name Lavigne, $500 good bond. Position 5 ending in 3515. No drugs unless prescribed, no alcohol, no weapons, no replicas of weapons. Stay away from 116 Parkway Drive. No further contact with your co-defendant, Tyrese Rainey. Let's see. No further contact with Demetrius McClendon and Teresa McClendon. On here, I previously put, if your parents pay anything in your bond, you have to pay them back any money they come out of pocket, and $500 per count. You have an ankle monitor paid for by the county if available with a 24-hour curfew, court, lawyer, medical, employment. You have to supply the name of your employer, proof of employment schedule, and the exact location you'll be working. Position 6, ending in 3516. No drugs unless prescribed, no alcohol, no weapons, no replicas of weapons. Stay away from 302 Park Court in Fairburn, Georgia. No further contact with your co-defendant, Tyrese Rainey. Any money that's paid towards bond by your parents must be reimbursed. You're going to have an ankle monitor if available, paid for by the county with a 24-hour curfew, court, lawyer, medical, employment. As long as you supply the name of your employer, proof of employment schedule, and the exact location you'll be working. No further contact with Victor, last name Cockrell, Cockrell, $500 good bond. Position 7, ending in 3518. No further contact with Delisa Wallace, Delisa. Stay away from 157 Parkway Drive in Fairburn, Georgia. No further contact with your co-defendant, Tyrese Rainey. Any money paid for by bond, if it's paid for by your parents, you must reimburse them. You have an ankle monitor paid for by the county with a 24-hour curfew if available, court, lawyer, medical, employment, as long as you supply the name of your employer, proof of employment schedule, and the exact location you'll be working. $500 good bond. Position 8, ending in 3519. No drugs unless prescribed, no alcohol, no weapons, no replicas of weapons. No further contact your co-defendant, Tyrese Rainey. Stay away from 138 Parkway Drive in Fairburn, Georgia. Any money paid for your bond by your parents, you must reimburse them anything they pay out of their pocket. You can have an ankle monitor paid for by the county if available with a 24-hour curfew, court, lawyer, medical, employment, as long as you supply the name of your employer, proof of employment schedule, and the exact location you're going to be working. No further contact with Israel Hernandez, $500 good bond. Best of luck to you, sir. You could leave the booth.
And Judge, that is my final matter. May I be excused?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you. Let's see.
you.
Douglas is, what about, let's see. All right, Mr. Wright, what about Latravius Spigner?
Yes, Your Honor. I apologize for being late. I was coming back from Clayton County.
Oh, that's okay. Is that Spigner right there in booth 3?
Yes.
Okay. All right, here we go. We got 23, position 3, 23 CP 223176. 95 days with no indictment. There's no bond as of November the 8th for possession of controlled substance in Schedule 1 or 2 with intent to distribute, possession, purchase, manufacture, distribution, sale of marijuana, possession of methamphetamines, trafficking in cocaine, illegal drugs, marijuana, or methamphetamines, aggravated assault against a law enforcement officer while engaged in the official duty, aggravated assault against a law enforcement officer while engaged in their official duty, aggravated assault against a law enforcement officer while engaged in their official duty, reckless driving, fleeing, attempting to elude, hit and run, duty of a driver to stop or return to the scene of an accident, use of a firearm by a convicted felon during the commission of a crime, possession of a firearm during the commission of a felony, unlawful for a person employed by, associated with a criminal street gang to conduct or participate in criminal street gang activity, unlawful for a person employed by, associated with a criminal street gang to conduct or participate in criminal street gang activity, unlawful for a person to commit the offense with intent to obtain, earn membership, maintain, or increase status in a criminal street gang, and unlawful for a person to acquire, maintain through criminal gang activity or proceeds derived therefrom.
He has 48 cycles. The last arrest was May the 30th, 2022 in Fulton County for battery. That case appears to be still pending. That case number is 22 CR 00339. 8 and a letter J. He does appear to be on probation in Fulton County. That case number is 17 SC 153471 for trafficking methamphetamine and possession of heroin with the intent to distribute, and possession of MDMA with the intent to distribute, and possession of cocaine with the intent to distribute, and possession of marijuana with the intent to distribute, and possession of Schedule 3, 4, or 5 controlled substance. That disposition date was January the 25th, 2018, and the term is for 10 years. He does have prior felony convictions. One in 2013 for aggravated assault, one in 2009 for possession of cocaine with the intent to distribute, one in 2005 for possession of marijuana with the intent to distribute, and possession of cocaine with the intent to distribute, and possession of controlled substance with the intent to distribute, one in 2004 for possession of controlled substance with the intent to distribute, one in 2003 for possession of marijuana with the intent to distribute, one in 2002 for possession of controlled substance with the intent to distribute. Nothing in addition, Your Honor.
All right, go ahead, Mr. Wright.
Your Honor, my client is born and raised right here in Atlanta. His mother and family are all here. This is a case where it has been beyond 90 days since his arrest, and no bond or no indictment has been returned for him. Summarizing, it looked like he has a total of 16 counts.
Yes.
I would ask the court to consider a $100,000 bond spread out amongst the 16 counts. Basically, being that this is a 90-day situation and Fulton County is not yet indicted him, he may have other issues which may ultimately keep him in, but at least that way we've set bond and complied with statute.
All right. Go ahead, Mr. Powers. It's alleged that to you two, Mr. Wright, 529 grams of marijuana, 152 grams of methamphetamines, and 1,078 grams of MDMA. Go ahead, Mr. Powers.
Thank you, Judge. We understand that Mr. Spigner is at this time entitled to a bond, and we, obviously are not opposing that. We do think that he would require a very high bond based on both his history and the allegations here. Judge, the defense attorney was saying maybe $100,000 spread out. I kind of want to say $100,000 for each charge, but I know that's not appropriate. Judge, we would ask that a bond in the aggregate not be set for less than $400,000.
Is he going to live in Conley, Mr. Wright?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. Did we have any update on the condition of the police officer? It looks like when I read the warrants back and we could access, it looks like they was hit with a car.
I think that was during the alleged chase.
That he, hit him with his car.
Oh, well,
I mean,
cars collided. I'll at least say that.
Any update on the status of the officer? Do we know, Mr. Powers? Or
I haven't had any contact, Judge.
All right, let's see. No drugs unless prescribed, no alcohol, no weapons, no replicas of weapons. You have an ankle monitor paid for by you with a 24-hour curfew, court, lawyer, and medical. Stay out of Fulton County. The only reason you come back to Fulton County is court or to see your lawyer. Stay away from 2nd Street Northwest in Atlanta, Georgia. Stay away from 2380 Metropolitan Parkway. No further contact with Agent NGA SSA or Special Agent R, as in Roger Howard. Let's see. No social media. No further contact with Sergeant Hess. I'm sorry, H-E-E-B, Heb. Sergeant Heb. No social media. No further contact with any gang members, any affiliates of any gangs, or any potential gang members, especially those with sex, money, murder, or raised on Cleveland. Let's see. Sorry, I'm kind of writing this down so I can. All right. So we got 50,000, 50,000, 50,000, 50,000. On the aggravated assaults, we got 75,000, 75,000, 75,000, 10,000, 10,000, 5,000. 10,000, 10,000, 50,000, 50,000, 50,000, 50,000. Mr. Dukes, you need me to repeat that?
I got it, Judge. Thank you.
Mr. Wright, you got that? You need me to repeat it?
I lost after the aggravated assaults, starting with the reckless driving, Judge.
All right. All right. So that's 10,000, 10,000, 5,000, 10,000, 10,000, 50, 50, 50, and 50.
Yes, Judge.
Thank you, Mr. Wright. Have a good evening. Best of luck to you, sir. You can leave the booth.
Thank you, Judge.
All right, have a good evening. All right, we got Ernest Williams. That's position 9, 10, and 11. And I think there's a consent. And Ms. Winfrey, you've said that position 9 is going to be a dismissal.
That's correct, Your Honor.
All right, so 23 CP 215407 is going to be a dismissal. We got position 10, 23 CP 220091, 3 counts of theft by deception felony, and 23 CP 220152, 3 counts of financial transaction card fraud, and 1 count of theft by deception felony. Ms. Rondon, and y'all came up with some sort of agreement.
Yes, Your Honor. For position 10, the case that ends in 091, the state and I have agreed to a $6,000 total bond with a no contact with the victim, an ankle monitor, and a condition to surrender his passport. For position 11, which ends in 152, we have consented to an $8,000 total bond with the same conditions as the previous position, no contact with the victim, surrender of the passport, and an ankle monitor.
All right, so on the one position 10 ending in 0091, I've got stay away from 1064 Park Road in Atlanta, Georgia. You got my normal, no drugs, no alcohol, no weapons, no replicas of weapons, no further contact is Gaylene, Gaylene, Bickhams, Bickhams. And are they going to surrender the passport to you, Ms. Rondon?
Yes, we'll arrange that.
All right, I know it's got those other 2 cases. I know Cobb County for some reason believes in those tablets, so no access to a tablet. So they take that tablet away from him. On position 11, ending in 0152, that's no further contact with Melody Scretchen, Scretchen, and no further contact with the co-defendant, Erica King. Stay away from 900 Pine Grove Drive. You got the ankle monitor. He'll surrender the passport to you. And once again, no tablets. So you lose your tablet, sir. All right, Ms. Rondon, you going to send that to me?
Yes, Your Honor, I will.
All right. Well, you can't email it, Ms. Rondon. What's the plan?
Oh, well, Judge, I can email you, but I can't receive any response back. So
Okay.
I can do the order and I'll send it to you. I'll do that.
So you can send it, you just can't. Okay.
Correct. But yeah, the firewall stops us from receiving any sort of emails.
Okay, got you. Well, I will. I'll sign it when I get it, and I'll give it to Mr. Dukes, and he can get it e-file.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right. Best of luck to you, sir. Thank you, Ms. Winfrey. You can leave the booth. Thank you, Mr. Wooten.
Thank you, Your
Williams,
Honor.
I'll be out to Cobb County to speak with you.
Okay, I'm gonna have to back this thing up. Wait a minute. Because it sounds like, because he had the financial crimes cases and he also had that. Let me see. Let me pull these cases up because it sounds like he got lower bonds on all of the other ones. And I'm trying to figure out what happened with they were moving so fast. I'm trying to figure out what happened with the CP case. Wait a minute. Sure, look like he got a birthday present. Well, he still got the other case that he still has to deal with that he's on the RA case. Lord Jesus. So ending in 091. Let me see what that one is. So 091 was theft by deception. They did a consent for 6,000. 052 was theft by deception, financial transactions, and all of that. So the thing looks like a consent for 8K. What happened to the other case? Did they say that got dismissed? Hold on, let me back this thing up. You guys are supposed to be taking notes. I'm trying to keep up with the chat. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Let me go back here so I can back this up. Jesus. Can I back her up?
And the allegations here.
CP 215407.
Hold on.
So we got 50,000, 50,000.
Okay, this is this guy.
All right, let's see.
Wait.
I know Cobb County for some reason believes it. Report to you, Miss Rondon. Yes, Valerie. And 23 CP 220. 50,000, 50,000.
Okay, let's start here.
50,000, 50,000. On the aggravated assaults, we got 75,000, 75,000, 75,000. 10,000, 10,000, 5,000, 10,000, 10,000, 50,000, 50,000, 50,000, 50,000. Mr. Dukes, you need me to repeat that?
I got it, Judge. Thank you.
Mr. Wright, you got that? You need me to repeat it?
I lost after the aggravated assaults, starting with the reckless driving, Judge.
We just gonna listen to this for a
So that's
minute. 'Cause I
10,000,
keep putting it back.
10,000, 5,000, 10,000, 10,000, 50, 50, 50, and 50.
Pay attention,
Yes,
guys.
Judge.
Pay attention.
Thank you, Mr. Wright. Have a good evening. Best of luck to you, sir. You can leave the booth.
Thank you,
Okay.
Judge.
All right, have a good evening. All right, we got Ernest Williams. That's position 9, 10, and 11. And I think there's a consent. And Ms. Winfrey, you said that position 9 is going to be a dismissal?
That's correct, Your Honor.
All right, so 23 CP 215406.
145 CP. Let me go back. We gotta pay attention to this case number so I can see which one it is.
I lost after the aggravated assaults, starting with the
We
reckless
gotta get
driving,
this
Judge.
case number that
All
was
right.
actually
So
dismissed.
that's 10,000, 10,000, 5,000, 10,000, 10,000, 50, 50, 50, and 50.
Yes, Judge.
Thank you, Mr. Wright. Have a good evening. Best of luck to you, sir. You can leave the booth.
Thank you, Judge.
All right, have a good evening. All right, we got Ernest Williams. That's position 9, 10, and 11. And I think there's a consent. And Ms. Winfrey, you said that position 9 is going to be a dismissal?
That's correct, Your Honor.
All right, so 23 CP 215407 is going to be a dismissal. We got position 10, 23 CP 220091, 3 counts of theft by deception felony, and 23 CP 220152, 3 counts of financial transaction card fraud, and 1 count of theft by deception felony. Ms. Rondon.
Okay, hold on. Now we gotta see. Did you guys catch that? The first one that was dismissed? I'm trying to see if they just didn't even talk about the other one. Because she has 4 cases from him. And 3 of those are theft type cases. So I'm just trying to see which one got dismissed. She is talking way too fast. She don't want none of us to understand nothing that's happening. Jeez. 417, I think they said at the end. Let me go to the bond. Jeez. The $800,000 bond. Let me see what that ends in. 5407. 215 402. Wait a minute. 215407 23 CP. So that is the child one, okay? The child piece. Let me go back and see if that's the case number she said that was dropped. Baby, he may have had a good day today. Shoot, shucks. Wait a minute.
Square and an ankle monitor. All right, so on the one position 10 ending in 0091, we've got stay away from 1064 Park Road in Atlanta, Georgia. 198, 397 days without indictment, $10,000 good bond as of June.
I done lost them now. I'm still trying to use her stuff.
Give it to Mr. Dukes. All right. All right, Demetrius. Good afternoon. All right.
So I believe the back.
With the same condition.
Well called, no weapons, no replica.
$1,000 total bond.
Hannah says she been working.
Financial
She don't care
transaction
what y'all
card
saying.
fraud and
She don't care what y'all saying. Okay, wait a minute. Y'all, this is
11 ending in 0152. That's no further contact with Melody Scretchen.
this not going back.
One got stay away from 1064 Park Road in Atlanta, Georgia. You got my normal, no drugs, no alcohol, no weapons, no replicas of weapons. No further contact is Gaylene, Gaylene Bickham's, Bickhams. And they need to surrender the passport to you, Miss Rondon.
Okay, wait a minute.
Yes, we'll arrange that. All right, I know it's got those other two
kick me
cases.
up
Position
outta here.
11 ending in 0152. That's no further contact with Melody Scretchen. That's Cretchen. And no further contact with the co-defendant Erica King. Stay away from.
Okay, my stuff is doing all type of crazy stuff. Wait a minute. Cancel. I need one of y'all to figure this case number out. I can't back up. My phone is acting berserk right now. Let me see if I could back up. No, I got those. We need the first one, the one that was dismissed is what I know the other two are theft cases. I know that. I'm trying to figure out the first case that they named is what I'm trying to figure out.
I got it, Judge.
Mr. Wright, you got that? You need me to repeat it?
I lost after the aggravated assaults, starting with the reckless driving, Judge.
All right. All right. So that's 10,000, 10,000, 5,000, 10,000, 10,000, 50, 50, 50, and 50.
We are analyzing this
Judge.
live.
Thank you, Mr. Wright. Have a good evening. Best of luck to you, sir. You can leave the booth.
Thank you, Judge.
All right. Have a good evening. All right. We got Ernest Williams. That's position 9, 10, and 11. And I think there's a consent. And Ms. Winfrey, you've said that position 9 is going to be a dismissal.
That's correct, Your Honor.
All right. So 23 CP 215407 is going to be a dismissal. We got position 10.
Yeah,
23
that
CP
looks like the Child P case got dismissed, y'all. Ernest, the actual photographs and got dismissed. And all he has is the financial crimes. So, because it's CP 23 CP 215407 is the actual photographs. Let me show you guys. Looks like he done got that charge dismissed. All this talking about the animals, and it looks like he done hit a lick. Oh my! So then he got the consent on the other bonds. He just got consent. So let me see. You guys make sure that let me see. So there you go for that one. So look at the top and you can see the case 23 CP 215407. That's what I was trying to see. Yes, it looks like that was dismissed. I'm gonna go back again. Just a little bit. He didn't hit a lick for my birthday.
You mean repeat it?
I lost after the aggravated assaults.
Y'all see the number at the top.
All right. All right. So that's 10,000, 10,000, 5,000, 10,000, 10,000, 50, 50, 50, and 50.
Yes, Judge.
Thank you, Mr. Wright. Have a good evening. Best of luck to you, sir. You can leave the booth.
Thank you, Judge.
All right. Have a good evening. All right. We got Ernest Williams. That's position 9, 10, and 11. And I think there's a consent. And Ms. Winfrey, you've said that position 9 is going to be a dismissal.
That's correct, Your Honor.
All right. So 23 CP 215407 is going to be a dismissal.
Y'all see that?
We got position 10, 23 CP 220091. 3 counts of theft by deception felony. And 23 CP 220152. 3 counts of financial transaction card fraud, and 1 count of theft by deception felony. Ms. Rondon, and y'all came up with some sort of agreement?
Yes, Your Honor. For position 10, the case that ends in 091, the state and I have agreed to a $6,000 total bond with a no contact with the victim, an ankle monitor, and a condition to surrender his passport. For position 11, which ends in 152, we have consented to an $8,000 total bond with the same conditions as the previous position, no contact with the victim, surrender of the passport, and an
So he has an $8,000 bond for one and $6,000 for the other. Woo! And Dre said, I guess Dre was right. He said, I don't know about that. That's not sounding. Shout out. Okay, Ernest. Hey, we gonna talk about your wins just like we talk about the L's that you took. I never actually, the only reason why I even knew what were in those alleged CP charges was because I did get that from infamous Sylvia. She read it off. I never got that information on those and never really talked about it over here. Generally, I never got that. I never got the warrant for that. I just got for most of the financial crimes is what I got it for. Thank you so much. Wow. So Pam, what's next for the NAS? Well, he has to go on the RA charges. On the SA charges are in front of the judge. So he still has a no bond, but he has an opportunity to get out. He got an opportunity to get out if something goes awry with that RA. And they say that the lady done changed her mind or something else like they're alleging. You said, how did he lose the tablet? Listen, I don't know. That's what it looks like to me. That looks like the same case number, right? Y'all help me if I'm tripping. But it has on there. Is that the same number at the top that they said in the So yeah, that's that. Chad, we have to come back and talk about this. Come on, Nesto done got that charge. He said he ain't do it. He said that's not. But see, why were they just coming up with all these different scenarios? And this is what I'm saying about wait and see what the evidence has to say. It must have been in the phone. It must have been in the tablet. It must have been here. It was in something used. I've never done that. May not have never done that or whatever, but what did I say? If it's in there, all you got to do is look at the forensics of it and try to see where it came from. And then if it didn't come from there, then they have to dismiss it. Or if it was there before he purchased it or whatever, you got to dismiss it. You said you thought I heard ending in 127. There was a 417, I think. Was it 417? Listen, I don't know. I thought she had 4 cases, so I'm not sure. So I'll play it again. I wanted to make sure you guys heard what I heard. You guys want me to play it again? I'll play the lady again, see what she said. I don't want to give no false information, but that's the number they have on there. 154-215-407. Is that what you guys heard too? Let me know if that's what you guys heard, because I don't want to give you guys any false information. That's just what I heard. And that's why I had to put the bond up there. Yes, yes. Deb, what are you doing? Really? You want me to send you the link? Oh, you want to sing right now? No, we're over here flabbergasted right now. This is a social media jurors. It was like, okay. Okay. Thank you so much. You said I got a screenshot of the closed caption. Let me know, guys. I don't want to give you guys any false information, but it sounded like to me she was rattling off that she said it's one dismissed charge and she rattled off that case. Then the other 2 cases she talked about theft by deception, one with scratching and one with and to stay away from your co-defendant. Let me see. Let me pull it up. I could not open up Fulton County for the last week because they had a hacker. So I don't know if I'm gonna be able to pull it up or not. But I'll see if they we gotta reconvene. I gotta go to eat now. But we're gonna have to reconvene on this one. I knew he was gonna get lower bonds, but good gosh, yeah, she did bonds. She did a bond motion for all of his charges. See, it's still saying the service is unavailable, so I can't pull it up. I can't pull up. That's why I was trying to pull up what I had. I think I made. Let me see the motion. Let me pull up the motion. We trying to double check. You laughing? Let me see here. Listen, he ordered denying bond on the essay. Oh, I think I did a list of his charges on my. Let me see. Hold on. I can't believe it. I know. All he had to do was sit back and chill for a minute. It looks like. Let me see. No, wrong person. Let me see. I ain't even put the name of the dog on. I don't even have the case numbers on here. So no, that's not very helpful. That's not very helpful. So yeah. Oh, man. Thank you, Mel. I appreciate it. Jeez, oh Pete. Perhaps because the financial crimes, I don't think that they really try to give you those. The reason why his bond is probably as high as it is because of his history. Yeah, I did see that. Ultimate angina. They said Cobb County is the one requesting that he no longer have access to the tablet. Let me play this again. I'm just outdone right now. I can't believe it. Actually, I can believe it, but it's still just like I don't know what I was expecting on today. Let me see.
No contact with. Sorry, I'm writing this down so I can.
Pay attention to these case numbers. Thank you, Lolisa. Thank you for the Cash App too, Lolisa. I'm gonna shout you guys out.
50,000.
Okay, let me move this up.
On aggravated assaults, we got 75,000, 75,000, 75,000, 10,000, 10,000, 5,000, 10,000, 10,000, 50,000, 50,000, 50,000, 50,000. Mr. Dukes, you need me to repeat that?
I got it, Judge. Thank you.
Mr. Wright, you got that? You need me to repeat it?
I lost after the aggravated assaults, starting with the reckless driving, Judge.
All right. All right. So that's 10,000, 10,000, 5,000, 10,000, 10,000, 50, 50, 50, and 50.
Yes, Judge.
Thank you, Mr. Wright. Have a good evening. Best of luck to you, sir. You can leave the booth.
Thank you, Judge.
All right. Have a good evening. All right. We got Ernest Williams. That's position 9, 10, and 11. And I think there's a consent. And Ms. Winfrey, you've said that position 9 is going to be a dismissal.
That's correct, Your Honor.
All right. So 23 CP 215407 is going to be a dismissal. We got position 10, 23 CP 220091, 3 counts of theft by deception felony, and 23 CP 220152, 3 counts of financial transaction 22009.
So maybe she did say 417. Did she say 417? Because this does say 4. Look, I'm trying to. This does say 407. Huh? What you guys think? What you guys think? I think she said 4. Didn't she say 417? Child, we gonna have to look. Huh? Didn't she say 417? But see, the case number is 215407. And then she said, I sound like she said 215417. So maybe not. Maybe we rejoicing too quick. I don't know. I have to see what gets filed because they threw me off. But he does have 4 cases. So you said she said 407. Okay. All right, I quit. I quit, y'all. It's close enough. It looks like it might have been, but she has 4 cases of his. So that's why I'm curious to know. Like, and he only got bond on 2 cases, and one of them got dropped. One of the consent one got. So, child, do he have a 417? Let me look up and see. Because some of this stuff got combined. He has so many different cases. Nope, I got CP 215407 is what I have. And yeah, that's the one that I have on my little file here. Because he had no bond at first. 407. Yeah, I don't see any 417 personally. Yeah, I don't see a 417. We'll figure it out, guys. He may have gotten a birthday gift today for my birthday. Thank you, Cool J. I appreciate that. She said 215417. Well, if that's what she said, that's too many numbers, though, isn't it? 215417. That's too many numbers. And see, I originally wrote 417. Okay, so Steph said it's 407. I listened at 0.5 speed. Okay, that's what I probably should have done, huh? But I didn't. Okay. Well, guys, you guys see what's on there. Looks like those are got dismissed. Let's get out of denial. Position 9, dismissal. Congratulations, Ernest. You got a dismissal on one of the most heinous charges. So, hey, we'll see what happens next, guys. See how this thing goes. Really be talking about his Nesto coming home. Girl.
No, nasty ain't coming home.
Not yet. Right there. He's closer than he was yesterday, though. He's definitely closer than he was yesterday with an $800,000 bond.
Now he just needs Sonya to get that bail money.
Yeah, that's not. No, he has to get bond on the SA charges. Oh, yeah. Yes.
So you got time to work on it, baby.
Okay, can you guys hear Dev so he can sing happy birthday? Can you guys hear? Go ahead, Dev. Me.
Can they hear me?
They can hear.
Put a 1 in the chat if you can hear me.
Oh Lord.
I want to make sure they can hear me.
So put a 1 in the chat. Put a 1 in the chat.
Put a 1 in the chat one time. Yeah.
Thank you for all of the cash apps. We got Bridget and Amber and Lakeisha and Shelby and Vivian and Emma and Sandra and Latanya and Carol and Kelly and Kim, Anita, Wisdom Daughters. Shout out. You guys go check her platform out. She covers this as well. Tanya, Lolisa, Linda, and Renee. Thank you guys so much for the birthday Cash App. And thank you guys for the super chats too. I'll go over there in a second after my husband does his happy birthday. They got the ones in the chat. They can hear.
Now look, I'm gonna sing happy birthday to her, then I'm gonna sing one line of one of her favorite songs. All right. So
he making this a karaoke.
Oh yeah. I'm wilding out tonight. Yeah. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to my baby. Happy birthday to you. Now, I'm going to sing one line of one of her favorite songs, all right? Let me hold you tight, if only for one night. Let me keep you near to ease away your fears. It would be so nice if only for one night.
All right, now we gotta go. We got things to do. Now,
look, I would kiss her, but our son is online, and I don't want to traumatize him, so I ain't gonna do that in front of his mama.
Thank you, honey. I appreciate it. We gotta go now. Now we gotta go. Now. Thank you guys so much for all the birthday love. I appreciate that. You said I got work to do, right? Woo, Jesus. C.A. Williams said, behave. Child, I'm married. The marriage bed is undefiled. What you talking about right now? Thank you so much, Jermaine, for the membership gift. I appreciate you guys. All right, y'all. I'm about to go out to dinner. I said I was going to come on later, but it's going to be a little late because I do got to spend time with my family because I spent time with y'all all last night. Then this morning I had, did myself time. And so now I got to spend time with my husband. So thank you guys again for the happy birthdays. Thank you, Gigi. Thank you. Let me go over all these Cash App, these super chats. Mr. M. Kenny, Michelle, like, share, and describe. Debbie, Ultimate and Gema, Cynthia, Just Peeking, Bridget J, Unapologetically Angela, Cappuccino Latte, Unconsciously Biased, The Schumann. She was hanging with us last night, so she said she a little sleepy. Sunray, Miss Bathing, Rhodey, Shonda, Much Better, Lori, Mina, MLT 13, LaShonda Davis, Tora, Coco, Unbothered Silence. Man, y'all is just all the love. Crystal Engelman, I don't know how to accept all of this love. Pamela, thank you. Lily, Mel, Juniper Seeds, Rhonda, Linda, Mel again, thank you. Thank you so much, Lolisa, for gifting the memberships and all of that stuff. Happy birthday, Pam and the intellectuals. Thank you, Wanda. Queen Black said happy birthday. Sister to Sister sent her thank you so much, said happy birthday. Gigi Jones, thank you. And she run it too. Thank you so much for all of the love. I'm still celebrating. I'm going to try my best to come back tonight, but I got to go get some food now. Cheryl, thank you so much for the Cash App. I see you slide in there. I appreciate you guys. And we got some things to discuss because, baby, this hearing. All right, Nesto. He said, listen, he's still out here fighting. Still out here fighting. But all right, I hope you guys enjoyed this today. And we're going to holler at you later. I'll talk to you guys next time.